What's up, people? Um, Hope you all are having a good day. I was gonna come out with this video this weekend, and then life kind of just got away from me. A lot of stuff happens, just life. But yeah, I'm here to do my third video, and just hope it goes well. So, thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of this, and being a part of my little community that I'm trying to start. So. Anyway, today's video is kind of going to be about opinions and facts and like the difference between them, or what I would say is the difference between them. And this has to do with like modern times, social media, right? All sorts of things that have to do with our daily life, especially today, and how much has changed since I was a child. Um, I would say, right, we look at facts and we see the definition of what it would be, right? Which is, I would say, something that is stated to be true by multiple parties. And it's just hard because we see a lot of factual evidence, and you see things on paperwork and you see things that are brought up to you as fact, and then you uncover secrets and mysteries about certain things, and they become not factual. You learn that there's cover-ups or things anywhere, right? Not even just in big governments or big corporations, but in your friendships and all that stuff, right? Just anything, your friends can tell you like, hey, this is how it is, this is what I believe, and you learn that that's just their opinion on something, or they've dealt with trauma in their life and they have thought a certain way, and that is their fact, that is their true statement, that's how they feel about a certain thing. When you look at social media, I think a lot of things on the internet are opinionated, almost all of it, right? Almost every video I see that you scroll for 10 seconds and doom scroll, I would say, like, you can't tell whether something is scripted, fake, if it's real half the time, you just don't know. And you get comments, and there's just so much hate in the world, and I feel like people have differing opinions, and that's okay, but they don't know how to express them in a way that isn't, like, aggressive or violent, bashing each other. I don't know, for instance, playing video games has been a big thing for me. Obviously, like being a child, I just loved video games, and like kind of had to do with comics and all that stuff and superheroes, there was a lot of that kind of stuff back when I was a kid, and it still is thriving. But point is, with games, back then, in 2008 in under, there was a lot of like, if someone, eliminated you in a game, they would like chat you and be like, hey man, that was a good kill or good shot, we should play together. And nowadays I feel like it's the opposite, right? You just try your best to bash each other and fight and see who's better, and that's okay. Like, you can be better and have competition, but I just feel like the world has become very toxic, and like that's such a woke thing to say, but I as a child, like, just saw a lot of things in such a, like, in rose-colored glasses, right, or whatever the term is. But I just see a lot of different views now that we have, like, the ability to have the internet, and like how much these views affect other people, and like what people do with the internet is insane, and how much power you have with it. And I just don't think people realize how intense it is, and like how much everything is being controlled in a society. And I'm part of it, everyone is a part of it, even people that are off-grid are still living off of the land, so it's like we're still in this system together. And I'm not going to get all deep and woke or whatever, but I do think that people have a lot of opinions on the internet that they state as fact. They're like, hey, this is how it is, and then people argue over that, right? Political views, fandoms, like anything that you like, people will argue about, because there will always be someone out there that like just wants to argue or just disagrees with you, and that's okay. I just think that it should be more positive. I've had a lot of friends and people that just like think it's their way or the highway, and like sometimes you can like look at other people's views on things or ideas and like really thrive with that, and like just become, I don't know, a collaborative team of ideas, or if it's just like things you disagree on, you could be like, yo, I disagree about this, and so do you. And that's okay. Like, if you see that as a fact, that's on you, you know? If you know something is true as a fact, on paper, concrete, whatever, and another person just wants to disagree with you or wants to state it as an opinion, you just have to live with that. That's how they want to be. You can't choose how other people act, and you can't make choices for them. This has affected me throughout my life a lot because I've always just gone on Facebook and made a little banter, or just been a hoodlum, you know, just like tried to just you know, start crap. And I think that when you do things like that, it really does stir up the pot on social media. And so I've tried to steer away from doing that as much and just like posting memes, but I don't think we really understand as like the humans race how drastic technology has changed us and like made us think that we all are like not okay, because I feel like we as humans are okay in the sense that we can look at everything and like try to fix things little by little, you know? And we look at everything as a big picture, and I feel like if we just do small little shit, excuse my French, to like better yourself or better your day, right? Less screen time or less time eating junk food or whatever your thing is, you know, like less time having an addiction, you know, if you work out too much or drugs or whatever your thing is, man, just like, I just feel like the internet and our phones and just everything is really taking us away from the fact that like we are just kind of sad and we become addicted. I feel like people are afraid to say that you're addicted to the phone, because I am, you know. I feel like every person that has a cell phone, it has some sort of addiction to it, because you just need it. Like, you know, you need it for emails, you need it for all sorts of stuff. I'm going off a tangent, but I feel like opinions and facts have to do a lot with people sharing their values and opinions and facts on the internet. So when it comes to internet, it's just like we give it to our children, we give it to ourselves, and we don't really understand it. We have these apps that we just kind of just go on there and say whatever we want, and we do these things that just put sometimes our lives on the line. And I think that that's kind of intense, and I just don't understand where, unfortunately, the common sense is, you know. Like, I just don't understand. Like, if I post something on Facebook and I post something that's super probably wrong factually, and just kind of like, you know, something kind of spicy to say, right? I don't know if it's political or about friends or whatever, and someone comments and they say I'm upset or wrong, I feel like people are not able to be like, okay, explain or give me your perspective. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, as a child, giving my son or people, like a lot of people, they're, you know what I mean? Like, you give their children a tablet and a phone, and we get them every day, we kind of become desensitized to the world. That's why, for instance, if we found out that aliens were real, or if there was all this stuff happening, we would be like, cool, big whoop, because we already have seen so many terrible things on the internet. And I just don't think that we really care anymore. As a human race, there are so many bad things that have happened because that's just how it works, and we just don't care anymore. And that upsets me, because I just wish that like you could push through, because I'm trying to learn to push through and like to do better in life, and that's a really hard thing to do. And I've seen a lot of my friends do it, and people that I've known ever since middle school, and like people that I just cared about, you know, my family, friends, people that you barely know, and you watch them grow in life and you are proud of them. And I feel like taking time away from technology and your phones and even just the world, you know, like all of this stimulation, a lot of ads and like, you know, fast food and just everything that the big corporations and just life has to offer, right? There's so many stimulations in the big world, you know. Like, I would say I get overwhelmed by how much there is and how many casinos are on every block. And like, I just wonder, right, if we reversed that and kind of took a step back and realized maybe like we should be like putting things somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not very smart. I wish I was, in the sense that like I had statistical knowledge, you know, like knowledge on society-based statistics. That's a lot of S's, but I I would love to like figure out why certain people are the way they are, why they do things, and how many controlled groups there are in a certain part of an area that you are in, you know? I'm going off on a tangent, like I said, but I don't think we really understand facts and opinions and the difference between them, because we kind of become aggressive with one another if we don't know each other. And even if we do know each other, right? You and your friend have an opinion on a rapper or anything, and you guys will disagree for how long, have a yelling match. Yeah, it's just crazy. So I feel like to help with this, we have this. This is why I made this channel, is because for people to, it's because it's for people to have an open space. It's for people to sit here and take time away from life and just talk about what they love, why they love it, and just speak about whatever, like how you feel, why life sucks or why it's awesome. But yeah, so today I kind of just wanted to talk about what I felt like about, or how I felt about the definition of opinions and the definition of facts and the difference between them, because I don't know. Definitions are just a whole nother like spiel of things, because we give words meaning, so it's just, yeah, it's hard to like code things with different people. And anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. Kind of just a random video, but we'll get more into like, you know, fan stuff and different movies or whatever. We'll talk about a bunch of different stuff. I do want to actually get people on here, so if anyone's interested to like be on this little channel that I have going on here, I think would be awesome, just to figure those things out. But yeah, thank you so much. If you could like, subscribe. Gosh, I don't know why I can't speak, but yeah, thank you guys so much, and have a good day. Peace out.